Hello everyone, this is a review of Charlotte. It's a rose offered by David Austin. I have 3 and these are in their 6th year. I ordered them bare root from the David Austin website, and so I wanted to just do a quick review with you guys if you were considering her. I know I rely heavily on rose reviews by real people, just because sometimes what you get, isn't always what it's advertised. So this is Charlotte. She has a light to moderate tea fragrance. And so that's the one thing that, you can't tell by a video is the fragrance. I've seen people and have heard people tell me that they made a hedge out of her, and she did really nicely with that. So I think she would also make a good hedge rose. So if you want a nice little pretty grouping of them in front of your house, then she would be a good option. She stays compact. This is full grown. This is 6 years old, so this is as big as it gets. And it is as tall as she gets too. She won't get any taller than that. And so we start out a pretty strong yellow. As you can see, kind of a buttercup yellow. And the buds are a bit tinged on the red. And then as we age, we kind of fade to a light yellow. So I'm in zone 6A, 5B, and my growing season is very short. We get a lot of late frosts. We get them all the way up until May sometimes, but usually almost always until April for sure. And so my growing season is just a little shorter than most. And then we'll get snow in October, and so we just don't always have the longest growing season. So sometimes my plants just don't get as big as others. And this one's not cane hardy for me. It'll die back all the way down to the ground. So if you get it grafted, definitely bury that graft below the soil line if you're going to be in 6A or colder, which you should probably already know that. And own root is always a good idea too for those roses that aren't very cane hardy. That way they'll last through your winters. And of course, a little bit extra winter protection is always a good idea too. Those roses that aren't cane hardy. So this is Charlotte by David Austin. They do still offer this one. It is still around. Pretty healthy. I've not sprayed at all this year. No fertilizer, nothing. And so we got a little bit of black spot, but nothing terrible. The most I can say for a lot of these English roses, and I have a lot. I have over 300. I've killed a lot. I've grown a lot. So my best advice, they're prone to black spot. They are. Is to just give them lots of circulation. If you have humid summers like I do, you're gonna battle black spot. And so just space them out, kind of like what I did here, and give them lots of good air circulation. And don't ever water overhead, at least in the afternoons, in the evenings, because it won't dry. And then that's whenever that fungus, black spot is a fungus. That's whenever it'll start to grow in your leaves. And once you get it, you'll never get rid of it. Those spores just stick around. You get your mulch. You'll have to dispose of the leaves separately. It's a nightmare. And then start spraying. So this is Charlotte. I love it. She's done really well this year. I've really just seen nonstop blooms on her. I don't know if I just noticed her or what, but I've been really impressed with her. She's one that I would get again. I can't say that for every rose I've gotten. All right, thank you for joining me.